Coach, these folks in the Circle City, they love their Colts, and they have packed the house tonight as we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Here we go. 18 Gator. We the 2 jet bombers. Hey. High 7.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the catch made by Hilton. And he goes out of bounds, it looks like right at the 50.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. And Ingram hauls it in. The 20. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Evan Ingram, touchdown number 22 on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Side. Get this one on. Tie right. You got 3 down.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 2nd down. Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
61, matchbox lights.
Check three, check three, check three.
Shoot.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's got it to Hilton. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the Jaguars' 37-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. James. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Hey, box drop, box drop. Ready.
Here's James. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second and 5 at the 19-yard line.
Got it.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
There.
This is Carson. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Down. 10-2 soft.
54.
Gone.
Get him.
Leo.
Bang, 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 bang.
General West.
Switch it.
Shit.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. But he's got his man, Hilton. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They'll try to run with Carson, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
On the ready.
Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal.
Look at me. Go.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Chris Carson, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Now goal for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
From From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quan Alexander in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Malik Jackson there to make the stop. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 29.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
On the double. Look, squeeze. Protein spill. Snap.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Finds his tight end Ingram. But he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Hey, exit. 26. Kill. Be grip.
Now it's Carson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
15. Hey, Delta.
It's a gain of 5.
Hard.
And 5 at the 30-yard line.
Check. Pilot, 64. Weak. Check 37.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Go. 18 Gator. Rock it. Hey, seam 6. Give me that ball, defense. 2.
On 1st down, Carson. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll drop the throw. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And they'll get this down to the 10. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
6-6, pull it high. Check out. Ready.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And give him a full 10 yards there, 2nd and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Safe. Hey, Sam off.
He's coming, double up. Hatchet. Check 31.
On 2nd down, it's Carson, and he takes it in for a Colts score. Chris Carson with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Gold with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Dorsett making the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either
well, the ball is out. Michel lost it. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. On second down, Michel. And an alley to run. A big-time run there by Sony Michel. And even 50 yards. So close. Couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the 1. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement. Go back to the bench. No way. I'm not coming out of this game. I got it down to the 1-yard line. I want to carry it in.
We'll see if they reward him on this next play. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And they will run it with Michel. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Sony Michel, his 19th touchdown now on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with it?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Let's go, D, let's go.
Here's 2nd and 8. Complete to Hilton. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to try and throw. Caught left side by Hilton. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. The throw right sideline here is complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 44-yard line.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Check 99. Check 99.
After the interception, here's Darnold, and he gets this one to Ridley complete. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, Orbit.
31's the mic. Tighten up, tighten up.
Here's Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Right there. 54, right there, right there. 54 Mike.
Watch the slants. Watch the slant.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch it. Go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Bravo.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Ready?
2nd and 10. James has got it. Complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
A gain of 1. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Darnold from the gun. Complete to Dorsett. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And 3 yards there takes them to the 45.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Completes it to Aguilar. And some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 27-yard line. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. This one caught by Ridley. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Darnold. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night long.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Philip Dorsett, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here, 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 22-yard line.
2nd and 6. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1, and, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try to get this offense going with Michel. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
They'll run on 1st down. James. Some nifty running, but it only gets him to the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
2nd and 9 now. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
The 2nd down pass. Complete to number 32. Out of bounds, just
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th.
General West.
Switch. He's checking. Crash.
Snap.
He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got it to Hilton.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a give, right side. It's James. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. And he's got his Hilton. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
80 weapons. SOS. Joker. Hey, wahoo. Deuce. Let's go.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
90 wolf. Hard. Protein spill.
Switch gears. Slam.
Go.
Check.
Let's go.
Check hot route. Hot. You go tight. You got tight.
Ready.
2nd and 5. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll drop to throw. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Robert Woods, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. That's one of those touchdown tosses where if it's an inch to the right or left, it's not a touchdown. He had to put it right on the money.
Yeah, and how did he do that? Everything around him, everything swirling, all the coverage downfield. Somehow he spotted the opening and put it right there.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. On 1st down, it's Darnold. He's got Jack Doyle. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Check. Key tight end. You got 3.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. Looking deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
3 down.
Hey, box truck.
31's the mic. I'm on. 31's the mic. Record. 31's the mic.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And no, it's incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
Ready?
Check 4.
Get it.
On first down, it's James. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 28-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
You're out.
Here's Carson. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain that time, and it leaves them with third and 11 coming up. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. The kick by Gold is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Get ready, get ready,
The
get ready.
Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down.
It got his man complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Philip Dorsett, 81 yards. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score, Colts 31. Jaguars
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Blue draw quarter.
Check.
Hey, Sam on.
Show it up. Check. Crunch. Whip. Watch the whip. Switch.
They'll toss it out to Carson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Jaguars 45-yard line.
Down.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Check the out.
Now.
They run again with Carson. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
They'll keep it on the ground. Carson. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Evan Ingram with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside in 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up, whether it's on your group.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Philip Dorsett, 77 yards. And the Jaguars get a score closer.
Sanders for the extra point.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. But they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Woods, the intended receiver. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Mike 35, Mike 35.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Aguilar has it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
1st down, Jaguars.
Darnold. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Teron Johnson able to pick it. 20.
Intercepted. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
We go! Go! 60 yards. Switch. Go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Here's Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone, as time has run out on this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defense